Hello everyone and welcome to BowHunterPlanet's Testlab, and today we have the Nitro XRT from Tenpoint, one of the most high-end crossbows you're ever going to see.
Alright, so first let's start off and talk about the specs of this crossbow. So the XRT is it's a powerhouse bow right off the bat. So you're getting speeds up to 470 feet per second with their Pro Light arrow. Kinetic energy up to 191 foot-pounds. 7 inches axle to axle, so one of the smallest, narrowest front ends in a, of course, reverse limb configuration. And then, of course, you've got accuracy to 1.0 MOA. You know more what MOA means than I do.
Yeah, that's really good.
So it's really good. So from a compound guy, I have no idea. So that is really good. A couple things that we really like about this bow. So we've always been super big fans of the narrow crossbow, but I always prefer, if I have to pick one, to go with the reverse limb crossbows, mainly because of how well they aim. So a couple premium features that you're going to get on this Tenpoint that really set it apart from anybody else on the market is the new for 2019, the T5 trigger. So the T5 trigger is a brand new trigger from Tenpoint. It's one of the safest triggers on the market, as well as being ambidextrous, which is something we've always seen from Tenpoint, being able to move the safety back and forth from one side to the other so that it's easier for you to use. Of course, low friction. It's a clean, crisp trigger, so it's going to have more of that precision rifle feel. I mean, at the price points that we're asking for some of these higher end crossbows, right in that, what is this one, like 2550, you're definitely expecting a ultra high level of consistency as well as quality. At 470 feet per second, this thing's going to be going faster than anything else I've seen on the market. I am excited to shoot it. I actually have not shot this crossbow yet. Talk about some other stuff that it comes with. I'm telling you, man, just the details on this thing. The scope alone is a high-end scope, matted, everything. Colored reticles, I'm going to assume here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, reds and greens, right? Yep, reds and greens. It's got variable speed adjustment, so you have options to make it more accurate between your lightweight arrow and your heavyweight arrow. Comes with 6 bolts, which you never see anymore. You know, some companies are down to 2. The ACUdraw PRO system, which you're going to cock this thing back and it's not going to click on you. You can do it very quietly, and that system is very easy to use. Anybody can cock this bow back. And then there's the case. Yeah, I mean, how many companies are sending a case of this quality? It's a hybrid case, so it's not a hard plastic case, but it is definitely, I guess you could say it's a hard plastic case. It's going to be formed specifically for the bow. It's going to fit really well, keep it super protected. Nice zippers to it instead of latches, so when you're out in the back of the truck zipping this out, getting ready to go out, it's going to be super quiet for you. Sturdy. I mean, Tenpoint never ceases to amaze us. I mean, they're always coming out with new stuff, kind of changing the game every year. Every time we think that somebody else came out with the next invention or the next amazing thing in the crossbow industry, Tenpoint says, "Here, hold my Fago," and they go just change everything for us. So one of the things that we actually noticed when we put this together, and I do want to touch on it because it becomes a big adjustment thing for different people using the bow, is the quick disconnects on the scope system. So I mean, just when we were putting this on, from a tech side, I mean, I spend a lot of my time putting crossbows together and tuning them for guys. But just having something where you can just turn these dials all by yourself and take your scope off, especially if you're flying or traveling and you maybe want to carry on your scope or keep it nice and safe, you can find your reference points, stick it right back on, and you can finger tighten this down, and you are going to be good to go, and you're going to have that same exact accuracy as before when it was installed. So another thought that Tenpoint put into building this thing that just completely changes the way you look at crossbows from now on. For sure. So we've talked about this a ton. I'm kind of sick of talking about it. I kind of want to put an arrow through it. So we're going to head over and shoot this bow right now. Okay, so we're going to show you how to use the ACUdraw PRO system. You're going to have to unlock it. Pull this out. Go over the scope. Make sure your teeth grab the string very nicely. Make sure it's in there good. Grab the handle off. Put your handle in there. The release will move by itself right like that. It's an easy pull.
and you're gonna crank until you hear a little click. If you stop, you're good. I'm not gonna go anywhere. So that's a nice safety feature. There's the click. Put this down. Okay. Nice, that cracker goes right in there. Just down over the scope. Back to the spot, and you're good to go.
Alright, so now Jamie's gonna do a speed test on the Tenpoint Nitro XRT. This bow comes rated at up to 470 feet per second. So before we go ahead and shoot this arrow through here, we're gonna talk a little bit about that. The 470 is with the Pro Light arrow. You get 450 feet per second with the Pro Elite arrow, and the arrows that it comes with are the center punch, the EVO-X center punch arrow, which comes in at 445 grain, so it's a pretty heavyweight arrow. This one's gonna be 440 feet per second. So you're still getting a really, really fast crossbow. So we're gonna see how fast it actually shoots with the center punch arrow.
428.
So 428, 440 rating. It's right about where you think you're gonna need to be, and that's gonna smoke any animal you're gonna shoot. So it's hauling, it's nice, it's beautiful. Man, nice crossbow. Yeah.
No, I mean, should I aim where I aim? Is it gonna go?
Oh, it's right
Yeah,
on,
it's
yeah.
gonna go right where you're.
They pre-do that before it came?
All their scopes are four-sided before they see. Alright, so we just finished up shooting the Tenpoint Nitro XRT as well as our speed test. Beautiful bow, shot fantastic. There was recoil, which is a characteristic we do see with the reverse limb crossbows, but I actually thought it shot fantastic for how powerful this bow is.
I really like this bow. I mean, it's easy to cock, easy to use, everything, you know, every single little detail from the precision trigger, the ACUdraw PRO, you know, it comes with 6 bolts, which you never see. The scope's great. And I mean, it comes with that awesome case. I mean, it's up there in price, but I mean, they put all the money into it, so like anything, give what you pay for.
Yeah, Tenpoint really thought of a lot of stuff. I mean, one thing I noticed when I was cocking it back the first time, is they've actually got these rollers right here in the middle that I didn't know quite what those were for. What I realized was as I was cocking it back, because of the narrow axle to axle this bow actually has, the strings will actually hit against these rollers, and this allows it to actually pull in while you're doing that and not come in contact and not wear. So, I mean, that's another thought process that someone had to figure out and someone had to design into this bow, and kudos to Tenpoint, another great design feature and just a safe overall awesome crossbow. Full draw, it's only 7 inches axle to axle, so I mean, we're talking super narrow crossbows.
Yeah, you're gonna fit this in any blind you got, so. And
I've actually felt it was like kind of short and compact. I actually didn't feel like it was sticking way out in front of us at all. All right, guys, we had a great time shooting this crossbow. So make sure you head to your local Tenpoint dealer, check it out, shoot it yourself. If you want to find out some more information or do a little research online, visit their website at tenpointcrossbows.com. Remember, this is a Nitro XRT. They've also had a stealth crossbow as well that uses the conventional design but a similar cam system, and you won't be let down at all. So check them out, and make sure you're subscribing to the podcast as well as our YouTube channel for constant things we're updating there. Thanks for watching, guys.